Okay, does my hair, I mean, it's hard to see I'm wearing a black sweater. I feel like it looks really long. I blow dried it straight, where recently I've been blow drying it like a little bit more blowout style. But I feel like it makes it look so long. I'm not used to this. Anyway, I have 2 appointments today, one at noon and one at like 5:30. So I definitely have a break in between, for which I have to go to Walmart to buy some alcohol, not the fun kind, the cleaning kind. And then I want to work on a Substack in the middle there too, hopefully, if all goes to plan. I did get some exciting mail. This, my friends, is a 50-piece syrup set. This is from Classique Nail Supply. They sent this over to me. I don't know this brand. I believe it's newer, but I'm going to do a full unboxing. It'll already be up on my channel, I'm sure, by the time you're seeing this. But this is a 50-piece syrup set. How exciting. I've looked at them online and they look beautiful. So I'm very excited to swatch them. It comes with a swatch card already done, but you know, I have to see how they feel. And I want to show you guys the entire collection. The bottles look beautiful, by the way. I did have a sneaky peek. But yeah, so I have that. I also, they sent over a couple of other things. I think these are the Cocoaist top and base coat. Classique recommended those to me. They said that they really love them, as well as some brushes, which we all know I was in desperate need of, so I've got that. But yeah, I'm gonna get all set up for the day and we will chat more shortly. Good morning, happy Thursday. It's a hot one in the studio today, but I am here. My client should be here in about 45 minutes. I'm gonna clean. Do a good old clean this morning before they arrive. I just finished up with my client, and as I was pulling out some Gel X tips, one of my dual form boxes opened in my drawer. So now lots of mixed size dual forms in my drawer. Also, I realized I finished my last appointment a little early, and now I have enough time to film a swatching video because I just got a new sweet product. So I think I'm gonna do that. Wait, never mind, I realized I have 2 mystery minis to draw, so I need to do that instead of doing a swatching video, sadly. But I do want to maybe take a quick peek into the new products. Maybe you'd care to join me to see what's in there in case I want to use any of those in a mystery menu, which is a little cheeky, I know. But why don't we do it anyway? I actually have quite a few boxes here. 3, so why don't we look at all of them? Okay, my first box, Zombie Base, Zombie Top, and Zombie King. I'm doing a comparison video, maybe I've already mentioned this, over on my Substack with the Zombie Top and Zombie King, as well as the Jinbei Crazy Top Thick and Jinbei Crazy Top Soft. So if you want to see that, head over to my Substack. That'll be up there for my subscribers. Oh, I forgot what this was, but I got the Ivy Fix, Jinbei Ivy Fix gel, which is like the rhinestone gel, but I got it in the small tube. Oh my god, it's so small. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting, but it's very cute. So I got this for adhering. Oh, interesting. You peel that off and then you screw this back on. I got it for adhering charms because I used the McCart stuff, but I thought I was out of it, and so I ordered this in a pinch thinking that I didn't have any more of that, but then I found another tube. But I wanted to try this anyways because I do like the Jinbei Ivy Fix, but now I have it in this little tiny bottle. Very cute. So that stuff I ordered all myself. And then the final box is a PR box, which Sweetie has very kindly sent over. Ooh. This is very cute packaging. This is the Twinkle Pendant collection from Show Me. These are syrups with glitter in them, and it kind of gives me the vibes of the From the Nail soap collection, but a wider color palette. I know there's like a black in there, a syrupy black, which looks delightful. We have a Rosy Hip collection, and this one is, I forget what it's called, but it's all the red gels. which is amazing. I think there's like a mix of syrups and jellies. Then we have the From the Nail Angel Ring collection, which I'm obsessed with this packaging, so I'm like really excited about it. I think this is a pastel cat eye collection. Y'all know I love a cat eye. Ooh, we got a couple little round magnets in there. Those are fun, they're quite small. Actually, Sweetie just uploaded a bunch of new magnets with a bunch of shapes to their website, and I'm very curious. I'd like to try those out. Next up, we have two Mosteve inks. This one is the color Pearl Veil. You can kind of see it's definitely like a pearly iridescence. Hopefully you can see me. And I can't remember what this one's called, but I'll link it. But it's a silver. I mean, I already have a silver from them, but this one looks like it's a bit softer in color. Super pretty. I love using chrome inks to like transform different charms and stuff like that. I think it's a really great way to use them, in addition to like all the other great ways. And lastly, we have some doughy glitters. Now these are called Tone Up and Tone Down glitters, and the idea is you mix them in with, sorry, I'm just trying to get this open. You mix them in with a color that you want to either tone down in color or tone up in color, and these ones happen to have glitter in them. So we'll do an experiment with these later. I actually think that these would look really pretty on their own, but it's kind of this grayish brownish color, and it's meant to transform a color that you mix in, but it's packed with glitter. They do regular tone up and tone down colors as well without glitter, but these ones just happen to have glitter. So we'll definitely have to experiment. And that one, yeah, you can see it's kind of like a creamy beigey color, and again, it's packed full of glitter. So very fun. Okay, I love doing this when I'm planning mystery manis. I love having all my swatches out, finding colors that I like together, and then swatching them out on a little palette to see how they all look together. And that's really helpful, and then I can go from there in drawing up, but I like determining my color combo. So whenever I do this, I'm always like, why don't I do this every time? And then I don't do it every time, and I'm like, as soon as I do it again, I'm like, wow, this is great. Why don't I do this every time? Hello, good morning. I have two appointments today, one this morning at 10 and then one like at 5:30. So I have a huge gap in the day, which today I will officially film a swatching video. I tried to get a vlog up today, but I couldn't. I just haven't had the time. I've been too busy this week, which is too bad. I feel kind of bummed about it, but you know, I'm gonna try and get it done for early next week, and then maybe next week will be a 2-video week, which would be fabulous. I always liked doing 2 videos a week, and then I switched to doing like 1 Substack a week and 1 video to kind of switch things up. But yeah, it's always fun when I get 2 videos out. So I'm gonna do that. And then when I ordered my Temu order, whenever it was like last week, I didn't realize that, maybe I've mentioned this, Temu, if they don't have something, then they just won't send it, but they don't tell you. So I had ordered a shit ton of dust brushes, and then they only sent me like 1 package of them, which is a bummer. So then I ordered another one. Not that I needed it, but I was kind of just like, I want more brushes. So I ordered another pack, but then of course I didn't realize you have to spend $35 on Temu for them to ship it. I had no clue. So then I had to bulk up my order a little bit, which I did. So we'll get into that later. I didn't order a ton of stuff, just a few things, but one thing I'm very curious about. So we will check that out after my first appointment today. Okay, let's get to the Temu order. First thing, and the reason for this order, is the dust brushes. I don't ever buy nail products in the sense of like gels or anything like that off of Temu, but if I buy something off Temu, it's gonna be like dust brushes, which I think all come from the same place anyway, so I may as well get them cheap. Ooh, this time I got 2 boxes of them. I think this is 200 dust brushes, and I had just ordered 100, so I'm set for a while, which That's great. Also, did I tell you guys that the other day I realized I was out of masks, so I ordered some online and they arrived. And then that morning I was editing a vlog and I was watching the video and I was watching the footage obviously as I was editing it, and I saw I put stuff away in that big cupboard over there of mine, and I realized I had already bought masks like a month ago and put them there for when I needed them, and I totally forgot about them. And I only would have known from watching that vlog footage. That was the only way I would have sorted that out. Okay, so first up, I got these little crystal stars, these are something I've had before and I've used quite a lot. So I'm nearly out of them. So I got another little jar of these guys. And we got some tiny gold stars, because if you'll remember from my last Temu order, I ordered a bunch of these tiny stars and then they just shipped me glitter. Didn't love that. So I ended up ordering the stars separately to make up for it. This should be silver stars in this little pouch. Yeah, they're like very like light, almost like white silver. Cute. I got these, which are literally just metal piercings. These are really expensive to buy, and they're not on Temu actually, just like buying on Amazon, but they're literally a mixed bag of all these metal piercings. Some of them are huge, some of them are like belly button rings, but there are definitely some that I can make work for nails, especially like the hoopy guys. I want to do more stuff with these. Then we've got some silver crosses that have like a little crystal in the middle. I have these basically with a pink crystal in the middle, but these are just straight up silver. Not too many in that package. And then I have these. Okay, I have a mold like this already, which it's like little faces, and you use gel or resin or whatever to make the faces. Now the one I have has like an extra eyeball in the forehead. It's very elfish, and it comes with like, you can make elf ears and stuff, but these ones, I don't know if you'll be able to see, they're just faces, all different shapes. It's kind of creepy. I don't know why I needed to have it, but I did. And lastly, this is the item I was mentioning that I was most curious about, some dual forms, but some claw shaped dual forms. I'm pretty excited about these. I mean, you guys know I know how to create claws without dual forms. I've taken a claw sculpting course from Au Papillon Anglais on Instagram, and so I've done that. So I just ordered these purely out of curiosity. They've got a really nice peak to them. Also, I definitely feel like I have a client that will want to use these. They're really long. Look at, that's the pinky. But I want to try them. So if you guys want to see these, let me know and I'll be the test subject. I'll put them on myself. They're sharp. That's really fun. They're like very thin feeling, which obviously they're dual form, so that's fine. And they're actually quite large in size. Like, I have an extension on my nail right now and I can queue up the size 11, which is the smallest size, to my pinky over my extension, which usually my pinky is not the small size. So if you have teeny tiny nails, these might be a little bit of a trickier situation for you, but for my larger nails, not an issue. But that's it. That's everything I got. I actually have a call in the next 50 minutes with a journalist. Pat and I did an interview the other morning. We got our wedding photos back and we posted those on Instagram. And then someone that writes for Toronto Life messaged us asking if they could interview us and use the photos, which is really exciting. So we did an interview with them the other morning, but whatever software they were using didn't record the first 10 minutes of the interview. So we're just doing a quick like redo of that just so they can make sure that they have all the questions and answers correct. Yeah, that's in about 50 minutes. So I have a bit of time, and then I'm going to do that swatch video that I was talking about earlier. And then my client is in at 5. So I have my tools in, oh, they're ready to be cleaned. But yeah, I have my tools ready to be cleaned now. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna maybe have a quick bite before I jump into this call. Just finished my first appointment of the day. Pat walked me to work this morning and we stopped and got coffee, and he bought me a little gluten-free almond cake. So I'm excited to eat that. I'm pretty hungry. I finished Glass Throne the other day and I haven't read for a couple days and I'm feeling like I need to start another book. And I have the next book in the series, but I was going to space it out a little bit recently in between. So I just checked though, and the next book in the Fourth Wing series, I forget what it's called, Iron something, I can't remember. But it should be arriving to me tomorrow on Libby. So I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna start that. And that's kind of what I was holding out for, hoping that that would arrive to start on that. Anyways, I have one more client at 1:30. So I have a bit of time. So I might do a trial nail. I'm gonna eat and then I might do a trial nail of the mystery mini that I'm planning on doing on her to test out if I'm satisfied with the colors and all that kind of stuff. But that's about it. And then I'm off for the weekend. We have family coming over tomorrow, and then Monday I'm gonna do some editing in the morning, but I really want a chill day because I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Like I feel like I can't even like communicate with my friends and family right now because I'm just like, I have too much going on that I just need some time to relax. Here is how that looks. So cool. I think this will be great on my client. Hello, happy Tuesday. I just entered the most exhausting walk I think I've had to work in a long time at Pilates this morning, so my legs are already shot, and then the wind is so strong. There are some points I could barely walk. So not ideal. I'm feeling a little sleepy, but I have 2 appointments today. The first one being a solid color, the second one being a tier 2, and I have a break in between, so I'm going to film my video for my Substack where we are comparing the Zombie Top and the Zombie King, as well as the Jimby Thick and Jimby Soft. So if you want to see those, go check them out. They're on my Substack. But yeah, tomorrow I'm actually off. I took an editing day. I scheduled an editing day in this month, which I basically ended up editing all day yesterday to get a vlog ready for this week. But I'm going to try and get ahead of things because Pat and I actually just booked a trip to Ireland and we leave in 3 weeks. So I would love to have some content stashed so I could just upload it while I'm away so you guys don't miss on anything. I've never been successful in doing that just yet, but we'll see. Maybe now's the time. But yeah, I need to get set up. My client should be here in like 25 minutes. But I'm having a hard time mustering the energy and courage to get out of my chair. Also, I want to show you guys these jeans I bought yesterday. You may be used to seeing me in massive pants, but I bought some skinny pants. I bought them from VSP Consignment, so they're secondhand. They're Citizens of Humanity. I just like that they look kind of like vintagey. I love the fraying at the bottom. They fit really well. I would like a pair that's fit like this, but maybe a touch wider through the bottom. But yeah, I think these are super cute. Today has been quite the day. I'm here for a 5 p.m. appointment, and that's the only one today, which is quite all right. Today was a confusing day, actually. I had a meeting at like 2, but we were also having someone to come check out our apartment to install AC units, which Pat was originally like, oh yeah, they're coming between 12 and 1. And so I was like working from home and being like hyper aware, waiting for this person to arrive. And then he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. They're actually coming between 2 and 3. And I knew I had to leave at like 3:30, but I also had this meeting at 2. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna jump in the shower and then get ready for the meeting, and then I can work and then whatever. And then it's 1:45 and Pat's like texting me. He's like, hey, the guy's at the door. Can you go let him in? And I was like, oh my God, I just got out of the shower. And he's like, that's okay, I'll be home in 1 minute, I'll let him in, whatever. So it's just been a little bit of a stressful day, but now I'm here with one appointment, which I'm excited to do, and I got a bunch of work done this morning. I've been very productive, so that feels good. I just got to enjoy the sunshine because it's 12 and sunny out today. Mind you, it is 27 degrees in my studio, so we're ripping the AC. But I also didn't bring my camera, my filming camera today, because I was like, I'm only gonna be here for one appointment. I'm probably not gonna film anything. And now I'm like, I would have filmed everything that I did. Of course, that's how it always works. So I'm just gonna get set up. Yeah, my client will be here in a half hour. And I just listened to this really good episode of Otherworld, basically where this little girl had this best friend for a good portion of her childhood, and she never realized that she was a ghost. And it was the ghost of her sister who had passed away. Like, it wasn't a stillbirth, but she was born and then died due to complications. And as it turns out, it was her sister. Craziness. Anyways, I love Otherworld. I tell you guys this all the time. If you don't already listen to it, I've made my way through every single episode, so now I'm on the Patreon, and now I'm wanting to order merch. I feel like I've finally come out of winter hibernation, and I've put on an outfit that doesn't consist of like a sweatsuit item. I have 2 appointments today, pretty mellow day, and then it's my weekend, which I'm so excited about. I was doing some work on my Substack this morning, and I'm feeling very like ahead of schedule, so I'm feeling good. But yeah, what else can I tell you? Oh yeah, I've started using the Milk Makeup Jelly Blush situation, which is like so finicky, and at first I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get it to work for me, but I actually love it for work because it's a stain, so it doesn't get messed up with my mask, because all my other blushes like don't last because of my mask. They get like big lines through them. But so I've actually really cut back on my makeup routine. I'm literally just wearing the blush, a clear brow gel, and then mascara. But to get the cheek product to work, I use the Glossier Super Dew, which I don't even know if they still make it, and I put some of that on my cheeks because it's super emollient, and then I swipe on a few swipes of the Milk Makeup blush, and then I pat it in with my finger really fast, and then I can spread it out really nicely, and then it sets down and it stains, and then it's on all day until I wash it off. So that's been really nice, but it definitely took a lot of like playing around and a lot of video watching. But anyways, I'm gonna get set up. Hello, happy Tuesday. I have 2 appointments today with a huge break in between, but that means that I'm finally going to film the swatching of my 50-piece syrup set. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm having some knee pain, which is a constant in my life, but it's been especially bad lately. So Pat booked me a physio appointment for tomorrow morning at the place that he goes to. Hopefully they're gonna sort me out, but I'm facing the realization that they're probably gonna tell me that I should be wearing comfortable sneakers a lot of the time. And I'm just not willing to make that sacrifice. I tried. Okay, I tried. The first time I went to Japan, I bought myself a pair of Hokas, and actually they made my lower back really hurt. They were not good for me. So I wore them for probably a week of the trip and then bought myself a pair of Onitsuka Tigers, which were way better, way more comfortable for me. So I know Hokas aren't the answer for me. Happy Thursday. I was in yesterday very briefly for an appointment and a removal, and then I'm back today just for one appointment. I unfortunately had quite a long appointment this afternoon cancel, so that's a bit of a bummer, last minute cancellation, but it means that I'm going to do this first appointment. I'm going to finish washing those gels I was working on the other day. What just happened to my bangs? The 50 set of gels I was working on the other day, I have 20 left to go. Just watch those, then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna work on my YouTube video that's getting posted tomorrow. So I'm not done that yet. It's been a bit of a tedious one to edit, so I've been moving in slow motion. But our hot water is off at home. Delightful. I washed my face this morning in freezing water. Last night I was feeling motivated enough to boil some water and then let that cool a bit and then use that to wash my face. This morning I couldn't be asked, so it was a cold water face wash, but hopefully that gets sorted out this afternoon. I'm not feeling too hopeful considering the worker who was there when I left this morning seemed a little disgruntled when he was talking to my landlord on the phone. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully there will be hot water today. I also had physio yesterday. I had Pilates first and then I had physio, and basically he's just like, I don't know what's wrong with it, but let's do some mobility and strength stuff. So working on that now. Feeling very sore today, partially because of Pilates for sure, but also partially I think from physio. Anyways, I'm gonna get set up because my client should be here in a half hour, and then we will check back in later. Good morning. Just arrived to the studio, just getting ready. Just vacuumed out the filters on my air conditioning. Lovely. I have 3 appointments today. It's quite a busy day. Last night I had a Sweetie Nail Spa Discord meetup with all the new brand ambassadors, which was really fun. Or not all of them, but whoever could attend. So there were a bunch of us in the chat. We were all answering questions about ourselves, and then Sweetie went in to explain some things that are coming soon to Sweetie, including new brands, which all look very exciting, new classes. But yeah, it was really, really nice to see everyone. We did cam on, which I feel like is rare. So it's nice to see everyone's face. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm just gonna get all my tools put away, get set up for the day. I don't know what we're doing. My first appointment's a builder tier 1. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but I'll find out when she arrives and then move on with our day. I have a tier 3 after that. I'm doing barbed wire, but I don't know how my client wants the barbed wire done, in which kind of format, so we'll see about that. And then I have a solid color to end of the day. Okay, very exciting news. Izemi is back at Sweetie. Izemi is back at Sweetie. So I just got word from the Sweetie brand ambassadors that it's back. So now I'm just going to place an order. Even though I ordered some stuff from Sweetie last night, I am now ordering more. So I think I'm gonna start with this Izemi introductory bundle. It's on sale for 60 bucks. You get a base resin, which is like a builder and a top coat. I've used Izemi a bunch and I love it, but I kind of want to try that out. I think it'll be a good thing to show you guys as well, but I'm gonna see what else they have. So I think I'm also gonna get on top of this, the multi-version one. This was one of my favorite products, so much so that I would only use it. I mean, at this time I wasn't doing crazy long extensions, but I would save this specifically for my long nailed people. So I used to use a lot of Vanessa actually, but I think I definitely need a jar of that. This is a very exciting time for me, guys. I've missed Izemi. I just wrapped up my second client and that set turned out so cute, but I actually did that set on that same client 3 years ago. Slightly different colorway. I wasn't airbrushing at the time, so I used ombre powders or whatever nail powders, but it was actually really cool. I just went back and found the photo, and to see the difference in my quality of work, like I remember that set being really, really good, which I do still think it looks great, but the quality that I'm able to produce now, it's not super often that I get to compare something like so directly to see how my work has improved over the years. But this is really cool. Just the detail, the sharpness, the fact that I was able to include 2 to 3 barbs on each finger versus just the one, because this person has quite small, yeah, pretty small nails. I mean, they're quite short to begin with, but just small in general. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with myself, and I really like seeing that direct comparison. It's cool.